Hello parents, this is just another short video just letting you, giving you a bit of a tour really about some other key learning tools that we use in class to help track students' learning. This one here, it's the same for year 8 and 9, so I'm sending it to all of my year 8P and 9P parents at once. This one here in front of us is the 9 Maths Formative Assessment Task Tracker. As I said on my previous video, each week, or roughly each week, I'll have a little quiz for the students, which they'll sit. They'll then mark it themselves and give their results to me, and then I go and populate it on this sheet here. It's quite simple. There's not a lot to it. What it does is it just lists all their results for each task. So you can see up here in the top left, we sat our first one on the 2nd of February. We're due to sit another one probably at the end of this week, and these are all the scores down the side here. Okay. Now you'll see over on the right hand side I've got a bit of a key here, which depending on what the score is, it'll change, change colours depending on what it is. So say here I sat one on the 5th of March, student A got a 4, it'll turn a certain colour. Student B got a 10, it'll turn a different colour automatically. Within this sheet is the actual task that I give them plus the solution. So if they are away, then they'll be able to get this spreadsheet off you. It'll be in your inbox each time we sit one, and they'll be able to have a go at the formative assessment task. Now they are built in to this Excel document, and if you hover over the date, it'll come up with the formative assessment task. If you hover over the solutions cell, it'll come up with the solutions. Okay. Put them in, it'll give us a class average. We're going to set some targets as a class as we sort of get used to these over the coming weeks, and we'll want to hit a certain target each week just to try and motivate the entire class, I suppose, to knuckle down and do a bit of revision each week so that we can perform as well as we can on this here. This will also act, before we might have an exam here. After we've done our previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 formative assessment tasks, once we hit that exam or preparation for that exam, already there is going to be 5 formative assessment tasks up top here with questions loaded. Okay, so there's probably 20, 30, 40 revision questions ready to go with the solutions tagged into the solution cell down here. Now it's important to remember, and this is generally the hook for parents, is that some of the questions that are put in these formative assessment tasks are technically taken straight off the exam that they're going to sit. Some of the C/D standard questions, we are able to show those exact questions, or the odd one of those questions in class exactly as they are going to be on their exam. Okay, they're called rehearsed questions or simple familiar. So they're not doing themselves any great service if they choose not to use this as a revision tool, because they might see 1 or 2 of them questions exactly as they are on their exam. Okay. Down the left you'll see, you're probably looking for your child's name. It's A through to Z, and then I've got AA, BB, CC, DD, so I've got 30 different places. In front of their maths exercise book, they should all have a capital letter drawn up in their book. Okay. And that's going to refer to them. I don't put students' names because some parents don't like other parents knowing what other children got, which is absolutely fair enough. So it's just a single letter for this year 9 class. So student I might be little Johnny. So each week parents of little Johnny will just look for the letter I, and all of his results will be across here. In this particular one, we've got a student with an ABS result, which is just short for absent, and that will turn grey if they are not there at the time. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, whether you think it's a worthwhile tool. I've used it now for the last 12 months, and in terms of students preparing for exams and just continually tracking their work along the way, has been massively beneficial. Plus it also gives you guys a bit of a heads up as to how they're travelling throughout the term. As we go on, each one of these cells I'm going to insert a comment each week, and what that comment might talk about is I might have a yes, yes, yes. That would indicate that this student A, has done their homework 3 times. I might put other notes in here, such as that they're late, wrong uniform. It could be a range of different things. I'm just deciding what the exact list of things are that will be in there. But if you hover over your student's cell here now, is student A, hover over that, we've got, okay, homework done 3 times, but we were late and we had the wrong uniform on the odd occasion during that week as well. So I'm trying to make this as comprehensive as possible without being too time consuming for myself, obviously, but it should be a nice tool, a way that I can send one email home to all parents and really keep them in the loop as to how their child's going. As I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. It's always good to get some feedback from parents. Thank you.